Welcome back to the channel, everybody. We have a mail day today. This is PSA graded cards that I had purchased from eBay, and they finally came in. They're only about, I would say, 2 weeks late after already taking a month. So, I mean, deliveries are definitely a struggle and taking longer, especially with the new eBay Global Ship campaign program going on. I've recently learned that it's not mandatory to be on Global Ship. Sellers can actually turn it off, but it gets set up by default, and a lot of people, from what I'm hearing, don't know that you can turn it off. So for those that don't know, Global Ship is a program that eBay has where they handle the entire shipping charge and process completely. You simply send it to their shipping facility for free. It doesn't cost you as a seller anything, but eBay charges the customer the shipping, and then eBay ships it. So their facilities are in Kentucky, which, from my understanding, I'm from the West Coast in Canada. My understanding is Kentucky is more closer to the East Coast, if not very East Coast. And so if I buy a product from Washington State, the border is literally 2 minutes from my house. So I am kind of in a border town in Canada. And if I buy a product from Washington State, that should literally take 24 hours to get to me. It gets shipped to Kentucky, and then from Kentucky it gets shipped to Ontario, which is the east side of Canada. Then it gets shipped all the way back to the West Coast. It takes a month, sometimes close to 2 months, for cards to show up. And as a seller, which I am on eBay, if I buy a card and I paid shipping for that card, I would include that price into my overall value of the card. So if I bought a card for $80 and the shipping was $20, I would consider that card a $100 card, because I include, obviously, what I paid for shipping to receive the product. But if I am having to go on the Global Ship program, when I sell the card, I will never recoup what I paid in shipping. So that's what I really don't like about the program. A, it takes forever for products to show up when it should only take a day or 2 or 3, depending on where you buy it from, maybe up to a week. And also, you'll never recoup what you paid in shipping. So I hope it does not become a mandatory thing for eBay sellers to have to use the Global Ship program, because I will stop using eBay right away. I know a lot of people already don't use eBay. I haven't jumped that ship yet, but definitely considering options on how to do that while still maintaining the same accessibility to buyers. That's the trouble, is eBay is such a great avenue, such a great channel to access thousands of buyers. You would have to have a pretty large clientele base to do everything over your own personal website, which I would love to do. I'd love to have my own website, which I've started constructing. Don't know when that's ever going to get done, and I'd like to link all my eBay links to my site so that I can start building some clientele base, getting used to going to my site to look at my eBay listings, and then gradually step away from eBay and hold my own auctions on my own site. Anyways, so these finally arrived, and I haven't really opened up my PSA cards that come in on my channel here, but today I want to do that, and I'm going to also go over some of my top pickups recently. So there are 6 additional PSA cards out of my collection that I pulled aside to also go over with you. So none of these cards are bank busters. None of them are thousands and thousands of dollars. We're not talking triple autos, triple relics, gold encrusted ones of ones. These are general PSA cards. They're rookie cards. Couple of them, or at least one of them, is an auto that I'll show you, but they're not hugely pricey cards. I'll also let you know, roughly, give or take a few bucks, what I paid for the cards as well. So here's the first one. Alright, so we have bubble mailer plus added protection, cardboard protection, which I appreciate. I like that. I actually bought a card recently, an autograph card, non-graded, and the seller sent it to me in a white, like, letter envelope. Just in a top loader. There was no protection, no bubble mailer, no security seal. It was literally an envelope that your grandma would send you, for Christmas with a card. It was just a thin 2-cent, 2-penny envelope with an autograph in it and shipped it to me. I mean, I've never actually had that before. They're usually quite protected like this. But again, I typically only buy graded cards. But so I was a bit disappointed with that. Thankfully, the card came in good order, so maybe it's not that bad. But this first one here is a 2017 Panini Chronicles Teoscar Hernandez with the Blue Jays, who is a home run king. Was one this past season. I mean, he single-handedly, in my opinion, along with some, supporting staff of Biggio and Bichette and Vladdy, of course, really started to get some good grounds. But Hernandez, he's originally from the Astros. He just killed it this year for them. And I think in Europe he was rated MVP or voted MVP. I read that somewhere on Twitter. I can't remember exactly what the details were, but this is a unique card because it's one of those exquisite test artist-proof cards. And the population of these PSA 10 cards is 1. I own the only PSA 10 card in the world of this card. So this one here is a serial number 26 out of 49, Teoscar Hernandez. It is from 2017 Panini Donruss, and it's a Aqueous test. So I believe what these cards are is they are tests, printing test runs or something, and there were 49 that were a part of this test. I don't know a heck of a lot about these types of cards. I don't own a single one of these. But I was looking for one of his cards in a PSA 10, one of his rookie cards, and this was the option that was available at the time that I was looking. So I paid, let's see. So for this one here, I paid around $90 for it. I mean, not crazy expensive, definitely not breaking the bank. I do appreciate that they sent it in a graded sleeve. I get a lot of cards that aren't, and of course the plastic's all scratched and looks like crap, but there you have it. Any of you have a card like this? Does anyone really know the details of these Aqueous test cards? Love to hear about it in the comments section. If you can, educate me, would be awesome. But there you go. So that's number 1. And then the second one here, they use this new bubble mailer stuff, which this is a product that I deal with in my day job, one of the many products I deal with. And literally you get a roll of bubble mailer, and on one side it's sticky, the other side it's not, and it doesn't stick unless you push them together. You see how it's not sticky here, but it did stick here. So if I remove this envelope on the inside, then this bubble mailer will actually stick to itself. See that? Anyways, it's kind of neat, but it's super expensive. I don't think it's financially sound to be, selling cards with this, because your overhead would just be so expensive. Alrighty, so this one here is a flagship rookie card. It is a first Bowman of a card that we've all been hunting earlier in the year when Bowman came out. And it is a Jason Dominguez. It's a paper first Bowman of Jason Dominguez, PSA 10. I haven't submitted any cards myself to PSA in a while. So, I mean, I have plenty of Dominguez cards that I want to send in, but I just figured I was itching to pick up another PSA 10. This one was there. I paid $100 for it, and so I was pretty happy with that investment. There you go. So these are the two, kind of basic flagship cards that I am adding to the PC. Sorry, my studio lights are quite bright. I'm going to see if I can adjust that a little bit here so they don't reflect so much. There we go. That kind of works. All right, so a couple of other pickups I've had over the past couple of months would be this 2019 Bowman Mega Box Yordan Alvarez Chrome PSA 10. So this is his prospect card, I guess. Yeah, Bowman Chrome Prospect, number 123. That one there I picked up. Let me just see here. This one here was $40 when I bought it, and that was in April. The next one that I want to show is this Bobichette BGS. This Beckett on-card auto. So this here is Gypsy Queen from 2020. And it got a 9. And of course the autograph is a 10. I wouldn't expect any less on that. But it's his rookie card, so I was happy with this pickup. This card here ran me $100 as well. So I usually fall in and around the $100 range when I pick up cards. Obviously, if I can do them for less, I would. But so that would be another pickup that I did in June 30th. So here's a card that I graded on my I had graded from PSA, so I submitted it to PSA and it came back as a 10, and it's a Fernando Tatis 150-year anniversary gold stamp. I had his base rookie like this without the stamp as a PSA 10. I recently sold it. I bought it for $58 graded as a PSA 10, not this one, but his flagship rookie. I bought his flagship rookie for $58 graded as a PSA 10. And then about 7 months later, I sold it for $330. So that's about 460% value increase. So I was a pretty good profit. But this one here, I mean, it's been a little bit up and down. I've seen it for sale recently for $230, sometimes $300. In my opinion, it should be valued way higher than that. I mean, now that he's in the postseason, his values may have gone up. But you know what? I'm just going to hang on to this. I have no need to sell it. It's my only graded Tatis right now. But I'm really happy with this card. Okay, so I have one more baseball and then 2 non-baseball cards. So this one here I also had graded. I pulled this one out of a fat pack. You can see the video. It's the Ronald Acuna Bat Down Hunt. I do believe I've shown this on my channel before, but hey, let's show it again. This is the Acuna Bat Down. So I bought 8 fat packs from Walmart several months back. And in the 3rd pack, I pulled this bat down. I got it graded, and you know, a 9 is not terrible, but I was incredibly disappointed because I looked over this card through and through and was convinced that it would come back as a 10. The only thing I can think is maybe in that corner you can see such a very, very, very faint, tiny little bit of white, but I mean, I've seen 10s come back and they were worse off than this. So I don't get it. I know PSA can be a bit, inconsistent. So there is a little bit of a white corner there as well. I mean, it is so minor, but it is visible. So that could be why. Anyways, I'm happy with this card. This card here, I believe, goes for around $1,000 right now on eBay as a 9. A PSA 10 version is around $2,200. So you can see a huge difference in 9s versus 10s. So we're going to go on now to my last 2 cards that I'm going to go over with everybody here today, and they are NBA. I picked them up because I just think they're going to be incredible players, and these are more investments for myself. Not in a rush to sell them at all. And the first one here is a Zion Williamson. So this here is his Panini Donruss Optic, rated rookie card, PSA 10. I bought this card. This card is not doing that great right now, value-wise. He's not in the postseason, from my understanding. And, you know, he kind of had a similar, you know, Vladdy Jr. type rookie season. Definitely did not play to his potential. But I know in a few years, he has the talent. You know, he has that Shaq, that LeBron type-esque to him. So I have a lot of faith that this card's going to go crazy up. But I picked this one up for about $400, pre-graded. But it sells right now for around $300 last time I checked. Okay, and lastly, I picked up a 2018 Panini Donruss rated rookie paper of Luka Doncic. This card here has been doing actually quite well value-wise, so it's been maintaining the value that I picked it up for. I actually got it for less than the Zion. I picked this one up in July for around $350, $360. I'm looking at what I paid on eBay right now on my phone, but the price that I paid will self-adjust based on the today's conversion rate. So what I see is not exactly what I paid for it, but I paid about $360 for this card. And this one's doing good. I mean, it's fairly stable in terms of the price. I don't think it's going up that much. I've seen them sold recently for $1,000, some for $500, and then the next day another one sold for like $300. So it's been a very strange market for this card, but pick this one up as well. So there you have it, folks. These are brand new pickups today, and then these are some of my favorite cards that I picked up throughout this year. I still do plan to do a complete review of all of my PSA cards. I built myself an Excel tracker where I can track every quarter, you know, what I bought them for and where they trend quarter over quarter. And quarter 3 just ended, so I need to go in and update the sheet for quarter 3, and then we can definitely take a look at that. I may just wait until January so I can have all 4 quarters and do a 1-year review. But so far, if you add them all up together that I've seen with cards previous to these, and I believe previous to this, but all of my other 20-some-odd graded cards, including these ones here, are on that list. And the total value, some cards have gone down, but the total value from quarter 1 to quarter 2, they doubled in value in 4 months. So, I mean, I felt pretty good about the investment so far. But there you go. I'd love to hear your comments in the comments section about these pickups. Maybe some recent graded cards you picked up yourself, and what you're excited about today. Whether it's sports related or not, love to hear from you. So let's connect and look forward to seeing you on the next one.